fun fact.
Xavier Tillman legacy game, and Jackson responds, "Gay as fuck, not gonna lie." And then you respond with the then you sent in the Heat 170. You gonna go, "Good night, though." That
At
was
least
the
got
end of
one win last night. But
Yeah.
So I have a fun statistic written here on my page of notes. You want to take a stab at the Nugget or the Grizzlies record without Ja in 46 games in the last 2 years?
30-16.
Close. They are 33-13 without Mr. Ja Morant. Now, I
knew it. I actually knew. I'll actually admit. I actually knew it was something like absurdly like good.
It's an absurd statistic, and it pegs the question, or it at least begins to peg the question of. I say this every time we talk about Ja Morant and the Grizzlies' realistic championship aspirations.
That they're better without Ja.
No, I'm not saying it. We're going to talk about it soon. What I am saying is, and take it from Derrick Rose fan, you cannot, and Russell Westbrook supporter, you cannot win with a super athletic point guard as being your best player. It's never happened in the history of the NBA. Your best player being a super athletic point guard.
Was Isaiah Thomas and Chauncey Billups not considered?
No. Chauncey Billups is nothing like Ja Morant. But I
know they're not the same, but I'm just saying they're athletic.
It's, as Nandit's saying here, they defend, they move the ball better. I don't know, and I'm not saying it's because of Ja Morant, but for some reason, everybody steps up, and it might be because they're like, it's like a psychoanalytical thing in the back of your brain where it's like, okay, when Ja's out on the court, we don't have to play as hard. When Ja's done, it's like, okay, we have a chip on our shoulder. We need to step up in the wake of his absence because we're missing our best player. But Tyus Jones is such a good backup point guard as well. I know his stat line last night wasn't the flashiest of things, but this guy is.
Can we be honest though? Can we be honest? The reason why they won this game
is because of always disappointing.
No,
AD, Free Close Davis.
They just scored more points, all right, and they forced more, not scored more points. They scored more.
That's how you win.
Yeah,
they didn't have more turnovers. They didn't have more threes. If they did,
all right, shut the fuck up. They actually had the Lakers turned the ball over 2 more times. Rebounding battle's the same. The Grizzlies had more assists, but the real stat right here is the rebounding battle is basically the same. The reason why, and they had the same amount of free throws, almost identical field goal percentage and field goal attempts. This game came down to 3-pointers. That's what it came down. This game came down to 3-pointers.
Tell me the 3-point stats.
The Grizzlies hit 11 of 36, and the Lakers hit 7 of 26. And that was a 4 3-pointer difference. The game was a 10-point difference. That means if the Lakers had hit 4 more threes, they would have won this game.
Okay. In support of your argument there, LeBron James going 1 of 8 from downtown. He's always been a disappointment from 3.
Let me finish that. Look, I completely this is not a LeBron James problem. I mean, first off, did you see that weird quote by D'Angelo Russell last night?
No, I did not.
Should I cue it up real quick before I use this, because it might be indicative to what you and I are about to talk about, and that is, do you want sound or do you not care for sound?
I don't know. Just need the gist.
It's dude, I like it when they let me go okay. He goes right here. I'll just show the screen. I'm a basketball player. You can't keep saying point guard. Basketball player with this team. Basketball player with this team, not really a point guard role. And for me, when I look at this situation, I personally think the way Rui Hachimura hit the shots that he had to hit tonight, but the rest of the team, if the Lakers expect to win this series, the way the Grizzlies what the Grizzlies are going to do to them, they're going to test them. They're going to say, hey, we're going to leave Rui Hachimura. We're going to leave Troy Brown Jr. We're going to leave, all right, let me make sure who else. Malik Beasley, Dennis Schroeder, D'Lo, open at 3. All right. And same thing with Jared Vanderbilt. We're gonna leave them open at 3, and we're gonna dare them to shoot. You're gonna beat us, LeBron, by hitting those 3-point shots. You're not gonna beat us by having LeBron and AD and Austin Reeves attack the rim. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Xavier Tillman are gonna keep that paint closed. And dude,
I don't think they are.
No, I know. Not it's not gonna always. That's their game plan. Thank you. That's the game plan from the Grizzlies. Is we're gonna do our best to close the paint and not let LeBron and Davis and Reeves attack. And we're gonna literally dare Rui Hachimura, Troy Brown Jr., Dennis Schroeder, Russell, and whoever else is out there that isn't their best 3-point shooters, but we're just gonna leave them open at the 3-point line. And why did the Lakers win that first game? Because everyone was hitting those threes and they were able, and it led to everything else opening up. So if the Lakers can start the game out, I don't think they have to shoot well the whole game from 3, but if they can come out from the gates, smacking some threes where the Grizzlies can't just dare them to shoot, then that'll open up the paint to allow Davis and LeBron to attack the basket, because Dylan Brooks cannot stop LeBron. Dylan Brooks was not doing shit to LeBron.
Yeah. Dylan Brooks really pissed me off last night, as he always does. I totally understand your logic.
LeBron's coming out and dropping 40 tomorrow after
He's not going to, because he doesn't need to, and he knows that. If I was making a betting odd, I would go with Anthony Davis, because I get what you're saying. Like, the Lakers, you can't shoot 7 of 26 from downtown and expect to, like,
I'm not saying that they have to shoot well. I'm just saying come out the game shooting well. Start the game shooting well to have them fear the shot, respect the shot.
It's just, I know they're not the craziest 3-point shooting team. I anticipate we'll see more Malik Beasley as the series progresses. Rui Hachimura has done a great job. I don't need Mo Bamba, but I would take Mo Bamba. D'Angelo Russell's a shooter. I get it. He's a basketball player. He's a shooter. He's gonna struggle from downtown on certain nights, but I'm gonna need more than 1 3, and he knows that. We all know it. I need more than 5 points from D'Angelo Russell. It's simple as that. But the reason the Lakers lost this game is because of Anthony Davis. You can't go, okay,
that's good.
Triple J is really good. How tall is Xavier Tillman? Take a stab at it.
6'10".
6'7". Xavier Tillman
what?
is 6'7".
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Xavier Tillman is 6'7". He had a great game, and he's a great basketball player. He will
what
not
the?
Have a,
dude, he's the tallest 6'7".
You are Anthony Davis. You are a top 10 2-way player when you are healthy, supposedly, or that's my take. You cannot have a 4-14 night. You cannot have 13 points. LeBron James isn't going to drop 40 in the next game because he's had such a successful career. He doesn't need to. I do like him barking back at Dylan Brooks because I think the game needs more of it. I think Dylan Brooks is a loser, but he can defend. Can't shoot, I'll tell you that. But Anthony Davis needs more than 13 points. Anthony Davis knows this, and so Anthony Davis is going to have probably 25 points in the next game. So if I'm thinking who's going to step up in the next one, Anthony Davis or LeBron James, yeah, we're talking about 3-point shots. They lost by 10. So if you make 3 more threes, if you hit double-digit threes, which you should in 2023 on a nightly basis, yes, it's a 1-possession game. It's a 1-point game. But I know LeBron James is the best player on the court, but at this point, it's Anthony Davis's playoff series because you're missing Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, and you're also Anthony Davis trying to prove something.
Can I tell you something?
13 points.
Xavier Tillman at the NBA draft combine was measured in at 6'9", 265 pounds.
And now they're throwing him at 6'7"?
Yeah, I just want to put that out there because...
All right, so he's 6'9".
6'9".
Still low.
Probably, I guess maybe his 6'9" height that they put, because I just checked with The Athletic, and I just checked with a couple draft guides, like legit sources, because when you told me 6'7", I googled it and it said 6'7". I just was like, dude, I'm pretty sure he was 6'9", listed with like a 7-foot wingspan, and yeah, that's what I'm getting. He was listed, I guess maybe he's 6'9" with shoes on, I don't know.
But now he's listed 6'7".
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. On ESPN and everything, he's listed 6'7". But I'm telling you right now, college and coming out draft, all the draft guides and shit I have at my display, 6'9". So just continue. I just flabbergasted. That took me.
I agree. He's probably taller than 6'7", but the point still stands. He's not 7'4". You're Anthony Davis, and 6'9", 6'7", 6'8", doesn't matter. 6'11", 6'12". You could be 6'12".
Can I come with you at this one? So I agree. Anthony Davis, you know what? I didn't even think about that. The 3-point shooting isn't like dire need. I think in a game like this where Davis is slumping, the 3-point shot would have won them the game if that had fallen. But the next games, I was thinking, do you go with a defensive-minded lineup next if you're the Lakers? Do you go and you say, hey, the best way to attack this team is let's not let them score, all right? And what I mean by that is let's go out there and let's play our best defenders. You know, our best defenders are probably going to be LeBron, Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, Troy Brown Jr., Shaq Harrison, Mo Bamba, Wayne Gabriel. And I know the scoring is going to be real bad, but what if you don't let the Grizzlies score themselves?
I'm telling you, Shaq Harrison will not play more than 5 minutes in the whole playoffs.
I know.
These are not real. I don't think I get your logic.
Like all defense, just pound them.
I get it. The thing is, their top 3 defense from the trade deadline. I don't think defense is their issue. I don't think with Anthony Davis. I think honestly with Anthony Davis out there, I think with Austin Reeves out there, you have plenty on both sides of the ball. I think it's just a simple matter of Anthony Davis needs to realize he's Anthony Davis at a more consistent level, and he'll probably do this in Game 3. And here's the thing I think that's important to note with the shooting as well. And as Nandit points out, the Grizzlies don't even score that much. They're not a good 3-point shooting team either. These games were in Memphis. So if we zoom out, okay, the Lakers are the 7th seed, and Memphis is the 2 seed. And the Lakers won Game 1. They won a playoff road game, and now you're headed back home. So now I have more of a feeling that D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Dennis Schroeder, Troy Brown Jr., Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, I think all of these players are going to shoot a lot better in these next 2 games at home. And if Anthony Davis just gives me 25 like he should, like his averages, they should easily win the next 2 games, and then we'll have the conversation. Memphis had not lost a back-to-back home game all season. I think it's being severely downplayed because I didn't even recognize this until the playoffs start, and we cover the NBA. We do this show every day. Memphis Grizzlies at home were 35-6. Why did nobody talk about that? We know they're a good home team, but 35-6 is insane. That is insane. That's an insane statistic.
But at least now we're going back to Los Angeles.
Exactly. And they're going to hit their shots. And their defense is still great. And
everything, if Los Angeles can win back-to-back games, take this 3-1, do you think they roll into the momentum of winning?
To take that Game 5 in Memphis?
Yeah, or does it depend if Ja's playing or not?
I don't think it. I think maybe I got a little too eager in our last Lakers talk because of the domination Game 1, but I think we're still looking at Lakers in 6.
Sounds good. Let's move over to the game from last night, which, Timberwolves were